Oh boy. Oh, shoot. So this came out of nowhere. Ah! Oh no! Maybe you can be distracted. Oh, lag like crazy. I can barely move. It feels like a bad dream. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! Ah! Need a strategy here. Oh, this is bad. And now you're just picking me off! This is the only way I know. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, go down, go down, go down. Go down. Okay, one auto turret down. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Ah! Don't crash into my. Oh! Ah. Come here, you stupid piece of junk. No, 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 no. This time you're going down. This time you're going. No! Oh, almost got you that time. Oh man, this sucks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, so much. So much. So much. Oh, look how beat up I am. Okay, I'm gonna focus on you first. Because I think you're the one that I've got almost beat. Ah! Oh, oh gee whiz. Gotcha. Okay, there's 2 auto turrets down. Just need. Are you the body with my good materials? I have too many things going on, lagging like crazy. Oh, good. Okay, now I've got my good grinder. Can I take out on you? You are not getting away. I'm gonna need every ounce of your materials. Anybody know what stuff I should go after first when trying to take a ship down? Man, this sucks more than anything can suck! Look at all those body locations. Are you stuck now at least? No. Just need to disable you and sit you down. AI control off. Are you down? Oh, look. Okay, I think that's 1 down. Ish. You just keep bumping into the ground. That'll make me happy. Is that enough, or you're just gonna at least just be squirming around here? There. Be still. And there's that glitching thing. Hopefully it's not actually shooting anything. Alright. Looks like you're down. You're down. Are you all down now? Oh my gosh. Look, remnants of the Phoenix. Wow. Well, holy crap. Welcome to episode... Welcome to episode... What is this? 10. Ouch. Into the black hole. To make myself whole again. Well, I had a whole plan for today's episode that I think just went completely out the window. I'm gonna do a quick damage assessment here. What's working, what's not. More than anything, we're gonna need to produce supplies and stuff. Looks like you're thankfully still okay. Okay, step by step here. As long as we can still produce supplies. Let's hear you fire up. Printer's down. I'm gonna need to fix that. Let's look at you, Phoenix. Did I make any crazy adjustments to you? Then didn't save a blueprint? I don't know. Power is down. Gotta get that fixed ASAP. Actually, let's do that first. Identify any emergency repairs. Okay. Okay, you. Let's get one stack. And you. Ugh. The defenses were actually doing quite well for a moment, and then they were just overwhelmed. So, top priority is getting those defenses into much better shape. Again, the good news is, whatever that did to delay everything, bought me just enough time. It's probably a really good thing I welded up underneath, so that all I have to do is this. So thank you to commenters who were nervous about that and reminded me to weld that up. Oh, I'm glad I went with heavy armor. I'm glad there are 2 decoys in there. They obviously got through them. But let's weld this back up and see if maybe it's in better shape than we think. Good, you still have stuff left in the tank there. Okay, bunch of steel plate and fix some stuff up here. Man, I'm still in like total shock. Okay, okay, but we're gonna keep on task here. No time for shock here. Alright, so that went. Also learned that a welder carefully placed... That's one of the things we really needed, is there was no welder to clean this up if it got beat up. Let's add that right now. So I think if this had stayed intact, we may have actually been okay. Yeah, let's get this installed, and then I'm just gonna reboot this thing, so hopefully I have a little better, or a little less lag here. Come on. Yeah, goodness gracious. Love you, heavy armor. Alright, so we're gonna stick a conveyor right here. Please don't fall. Look at those decoys! Nice. Let's do this. Let's do heavy armor panels. Is that where that welder is beat up? Looks like it. I think that's it right there, isn't it? Good thing I can reach you. Doesn't Izzy's code here include some kind of auto construction thing where it's always building certain parts? I'm gonna look at that too, just to make sure that it's always ordering up components to make sure that stuff that gets busted gets fixed. Sometimes getting kicked in the teeth just leads to better looking teeth. Boy, do we need that mantra right now. It looks like we've got some damage in here on this side. That battery is not functional. That battery is. Let's get those repaired here in a second. That welder is fixed up. Ooh. Do we have a busted conveyor? That tube is fine. Ooh, we do. Where are you connected? On the top one. Okay, so that's yellow. That's not good. Where are you yellow? Okay, so I think we've got a conveyor problem here. Let's put on some paneling. That guy. All right. Now let's get in here. Oh, you aren't busted. What is busted? That's good. Aha! You. You now have access to supplies. And there you go. Back to work. We've got power. All of the production works okay. Just to finish up the power repairs. Based on the assessment we've made so far, okay, some batteries need to be welded up, some cargo containers need to be fixed up, but overall it's okay. Let's create a subcategory here. Repairs. Let's say the repairs and preparation for like a new attack. Okay. Repair printer welders because we need to rebuild the Phoenix. Before we do that, there's still just some cleanup. Clean up. And I'll put this under our regular to-dos. Grind down attackers. We'll do that once we have the Phoenix repaired. These views of my inventory with the Izzy's mod on here, sorting stuff isn't really necessary anymore just because they're sort of using the sorter. They're in a variety of different containers, which is fine. I can just sort for things. So I'm actually gonna repurpose. Let's just call this one LCD auto crafting. Script is so cool. So if I set this to always craft what is needed for, say, a Gatling tower. So just as sort of an experiment here, we always need a certain number of computers. So we always need, it's hard to tell which line this is on. We always need at least 10 computers. So I'm gonna quadruple that. We always need 8 motors, 8, 16, 32. I'm gonna put 32 motors, for example. 32. Let's put in 60 metal grids. Need plenty of these, always. Construction components. Let's always have 200 of those. And then steel plate. Let's just always have like 1,000 of those sitting around. So I set that. Oh, sweet! What a cool script. So if this works, hopefully I always have the materials that I need for those welders to do their job. That's kind of a sidetrack, but important from a repairs perspective. Repair the printer welders. Print a new Phoenix. I'm going to use that to help us clean up in a second. To grind down the attackers and stuff. Wall off turret. 3 ships attacking the base. And all in all, with just 1 tower and a couple of decoys. But man, this could have been worse. Ooh, and one more thing. As I'm cleaning up, I'd love to have maximum yield. So add 3 yield modules. Let's get these yield modules on here. That looks good. And that. And that. Printer repaired. I think we're good to start sort of moving ahead in a second. Let's just go into here. Added 3 more yield modules. Printers repaired. Need to do that. Need to finish cleaning up. Got some textures that are really having a hard time rendering and staying rendered. I think I've got some of my mods I need to check out. I think at first I had to up the settings because they weren't spawning enough vehicles or other encounters, and now I think they're spawning too many and my computer is struggling. I checked simulation speed and such, and it's not terrible, but obviously it's struggling a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna say cleaned up enough for now. I'm gonna run into other things as I go. So the next two tasks here is print a new Phoenix and wall off that turret. I really want... So this was my original plan for today's episode. And I wanted to build a grinding pit. And then what I was also going to do is print a rotator ship and then convert into collector. I realized that having that large grid ship, it was designed to pick up and move ships. Now I really wish I had one because I could be picking up some of these wrecks and then dropping them into a grinding pit. So I'll see how much I can get done in the time I have allotted for this today. Of course, everything plan-wise was changed, but I'm gonna see. I'll at least get a new Phoenix printed off and wall off a turret here and go from there. So let's start with that. I'd love for this to be faster. I don't want to put a speed module on this assembler. See if you can fly on your own. Nice. New Phoenix. Good as new. I think this is the third one. I think. Time to this is going to be a very hasty job. I don't think I'm going to make it look nice yet, but just get you walled off for sheer protection, and then we'll make you look nice. You know, as I said, this episode has basically been derailed, which is okay. This wall still has a lot to go. I just have this feeling like I need more defense. Like, I'm happy-ish at how this stood up, but I'm obviously drawing more attention. I need some longer range defense, and I'm just wondering if I can't build missiles. So I'm going to build at least one missile turret. I think based on what I've been able to grind down from these ships and such, I probably have the resources I need to be able to do this. Let's see, I think... Ooh, I didn't even realize I got some damage up here. So maybe just from here? Just some kind of a missile tower from here in the center while we're at it. You don't work right now anyway. Alright, so we need more materials here. Let's finish this missile tower. Now let's set up a repair system. Alright, I just want to look at weapons-wise. Assault cannon turrets can do 1400 as a range. So what I really should be building is a couple assault cannon turrets. Maybe I'll add those to this. These are amazing. This is what I really should have put up here, isn't it? I'm going to replace the missiles. I'll build the missiles somewhere else. There it is. Wow, look at you. Probably should still have some missiles. Okay, there you go. Now, obviously, that is just sitting there very precariously, and we need to fix that. Do I feel better? I don't know. This is really ugly. Alright, I think last task, if I'm going to finish everything today that I think I'm going to be able to get done today, is to weld up that wall. For all the ridiculousness that was this episode, and for all the disjunctness, and for all the time lapses that I'm sure I'm going to have to use to stitch this all together, the one thing I really was excited to do today was build a pit, build a grinding pit. I'm going to try to get that built. It's more time lapse, and I don't know if I have enough resources. I have my fingers crossed. I've been on several runs here to get enough, because to do all this other stuff took so many resources. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not sure I'm totally sold on the design I've got in my head. I don't have really any experience with grinding pits either, as with most things in this game. I did some testing with this in my creative workshop, and it seemed to work okay. So, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Well, it looks like one of the problems I'm having is this basic refinery. A lot of stuff's being sorted into here, even though I've shut it off. So I'm not getting quite the yield that I should be. So I'm just going to take this basic assembler and basic refinery away. And then hopefully I will build another assembler. I actually might do that right now. Sweet. Got a speed module. Alright, hopefully that means everything will build a little bit quicker. Alright, back to the grinders. As anticipated, the power is starting to struggle a little bit. I am running these 2 assemblers and a lot of upgrades, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause, as has been the trend on just about everything I've tried to do in this episode, and build another tower of turbines and see if that gives us enough power. All right, let's check and see how we did. Much better. Well, back to collecting resources so we can finish our grinding pit. The first go on the grinding pit, I believe, is done. I feel like it's sort of splitting the difference. I've seen grinding pits that were smaller. I've seen grinding pits that were different shaped. I'm going to be dropping some pretty large ships into this thing, so it's not quite big enough for some of those, but at least I can, you know, maybe drop half of it in, pick up the other half. So the goal here is going to be to print the rotator ship, turn it into a collector ship where I can just use that large grid, add a couple really large thrusters to it, and then use the landing gear on the bottom to just pick up big old ships and deposit them into here. I really wanted to do at least one of those today, but I think I've run out of time on this one. So let's see, what did we do? What a weird episode. I hope you stayed with me here today. Did not go to plan, but we did make some progress. So let's check the to-do list out here. Well, when you look at all of this, we walled off a turret. We built at least one missile turret. We actually built 2. And we even made a little bit of progress on the actual next part by building our grinding pit. So first thing next time is to print one of these rotator ships and convert it into collector. I'm gonna, hopefully there's one more of the attackers that got us in the beginning of the episode that's kind of squirming around out there. I want to disable that one, and maybe that one can be the first one that we drop into the grinding pit. I want to do some upgrades on the base. Coming out here and looking, it's just, especially after these attacks, it's just too exposed. So I want to convert this into some sort of a hangar situation, and that's going to take some thought because of its sort of overall design as it's being converted into a base. I do want to print the new version of the drone. I've made a couple modifications. Was another thing that I was excited to do today, but obviously we were distracted and derailed. But look at that as well. We've got 3 towers of power wind turbines, and that wasn't even on the to-do list. You know what? Just because we did it and because it's important, I'm gonna add that, so that all of that can go into the to-done list. So last thing here, actually a lot of stuff, huh? You know what else I'm going to put on here? Because we did it as well. Okay, so removed basic assembler and refiner, and added new assembler, and added new tower of wind. So though it started with a pretty big hit on our progress, I'd say we ended up making a lot of progress, or at least a decent amount of progress that will assist us into the future. It's progress. They're items that needed to be done that I was going to do later, but the episode itself forced us to do them now. Thank you, as always, for joining me today on the grind. Encourage you to like and subscribe, and go ahead and click that bell if you want notifications for when the next episode comes out. I have some cool design things to add next time. and am grateful for each one of you, and I will see you next time.
Into the black hole.